I really like how on the cover page of this chapter, we get to see former Redfoot Zeph. I think that's what was his name, right? Redfoot Zeph, with the guy with no legs who trained Sanji how to be the Blackfoot Sanji or something like that. We get to see him up in this chapter, and he's looking at Sanji's bounty, saying it's like, oh, it's wanted alive, but it's at least it raises up. So this makes me look suspicious. Like, it makes everything look like it's suspicious, because I bet you that Zeph knows what the hell went down, because I bet that the ship that Sanji used to be at before he met Zeph was probably a celestial dragon ship. Who knows? Because maybe Sanji was a member of the celestial. He must have been a son of the celestial dragon. Just like Don Quixote do Flamingo. But that wasn't really the main parts of this chapter. That was just, you know, the cover. And that's a theory of mine. Like, yo, did Redfoot Zeph went up against a celestial dragon? And stuff like that went down. The jewels that also represents Sanji's wealth versus the food that he had. Like, he realizes that, yo, money isn't important. Food is what's keeping us alive. He learns that. It's survival. But that's not the main part of this chapter. That was just the flashback of what went down a long time ago to Sanji. And so in this chapter, we can see a flashback of, oh my gosh, it really reviews how dark One Piece could really be. And also that being able to see the Minks getting crucified and chilled, according to one of the Kaido's crewmates, that is just, oh my gosh. Netflix and chill just really got too overboarded, didn't it? Like, I really hope we'll get One Piece on Netflix pretty soon, or something like that's gonna happen. Like, you know, they're gonna start keeping up to date, because they're way behind on their stuff. And so, yo, Mink, stop running away. I just want to crucify and chill. Oh man, that sounded like some bestiality shit going on. So he's gonna go basically torture it and enjoy the Mink. So he really wanted some of that Wanda. Yeah, these Kaido crewmates, man, they're savages. They are like Young Savage, the rapper Young Savage. If you guys don't know who that is, he is a savage. These guys, oh man, Jack is just like the new Whitebeard. Like, well, if Whitebeard, you know, when he was evil or something like that, before he was like, yo, we gotta go save Ace. This is probably like the Whitebeard when, yo, I'm gonna go beat the heck out of Ace and show him like, you are my son. But this is Jack, man. This guy's on a whole nother level as far as like, yo, I'm gonna crucify your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass. This guy is just crazy. He reminds me of Leggett Lanius from freaking Fallout New Vegas. And if you look at this guy's character design, it looks, I don't know, his chin looks like Captain Morgan. If you guys haven't seen him in a long time, if you guys don't know, remember who that is. Captain Morgan, like I think it was episode 2. He has that weird chin looking ass face, which I was surprised he wasn't Captain Morgan. That was a good thing, because I didn't want to see it. But being able to see freaking Captain Jack, I almost said Captain Morgan. Captain Jack in his true form, this guy is even more of a badass than he was in his freaking zone form. And so I bet you that in his zone form, he's probably as strong as a 500 million berry. But when he's in his regular form, like his regular, you know, Jack form, he's able to use all that hockey abilities. He's able to, like, he could probably use his awakening or something, I don't know. But he's supposedly a lot stronger in his regular form than he is in his in his zone form. But I bet you that he has Conqueror's hockey and he has awakened. He's an awakened zone, because it's kind of obvious. Like, I always wonder, how the fuck did he get that high, like, in the bounty? Like, did he go up to he probably went up to Marijoa, took a shit on the Gorosei's lawn, and went over there and just bitch slapped one of the celestial dragons and just be like, fuck it, I'm out. I'm getting out of here. And you guys ain't gonna do shit about it. So put a bounty on my head before I just come back and whoop your ass. That's probably what Captain Jack did to get that high. Because I don't know what else can you think of besides that. And geez, even Jack's crewmates were just freaking savages as well. They're freaking brainwashed. And Jack, he could have freaking, like, he could have withstood these guys. Like, no matter, it was cool seeing that Beppo and Law's crew were in there. But I mean, like, Law had he had a shitload of crewmates back then. I don't know, like, during this flashback, like, it looked like he had an army of his crewmates. But they must have, most of them must have gotten killed or something. I don't know. Or maybe they were on the ship. And the main guys were just, you know, on Zhao. Because I'm gonna call it Zhao, not Zoe. Zhao just sounds cooler. So they were probably on the ship chilling. But after they got their asses whipped. And the cat, and oh my gosh, guys, that was the dark side of this chapter. The cat, by the time Sanji and the rest of the Straw Hats arrived, because, you know, Jack left, these guys were fighting the freaking minks for like 5 days. 5 days straight. And on the 6th day, Jack left to go save Doflamingo. After Doflamingo was defeated, he found out, he was like, oh man, I gotta go save this fuckboy. I gotta go all the way back to fucking Dressrosa and go get his ass from freaking Admiral Sengoku, Granny, I almost said Granny Cheeto from, I think that was Naruto. Yeah, but it was Granny Shuro. And, well, she's like fuck, what's her rank? Whatever. And then you got freaking fucking Admiral Fujitora there, and then the blind dude. Like, so I wonder how Jack was able to handle it. I think the reason why he lost is because, you know, like, yo, I'm tired out, but he must have fell asleep on the ship for a while. Like, the whole crew must have been asleep. They're just probably like how right now it's like 3 a.m. You know, stuff like that has probably went down. Because Jack must have been fatigued, his whole crew is tired. They're like, dude, we're not ready to invade the freaking admirals on our condition because of what we have done. But it's funny seeing, like, I wonder what happened though. I mean, he was able to take down 2 ships, but I bet you that Admiral Fujitora, Sengoku, and Suru weren't on those 2 ships. It was probably those Marines that were fodders that went down pretty easily. I mean, who knows? Maybe Vice Bastilla was on one of those ships. But yeah, I bet you that Doflamingo was probably freed though. Like, he must have. Jack cannot be dead. There is just no way in hell. Maybe his crewmates are wiped out. There's a good chance that his ship was probably wiped out, the main fleet. But Jack himself, I don't think so. I just can't see him. I mean, I can see him in the water just like floating, like kind of like Admiral Zephyr, Z. He'll just be floating in the water, and then what if somebody will just pick him up, like the Straw Hats, for instance? What if he lands back on Zhao? He's good, or no, Weeble. I want to see Jack. I've always wanted to see Captain Jack versus Edward Weeble, because that would be a great fight between each other. But at this point, I'd see Jack being above Weeble's level. I mean, they say that Weeble's on Whitebeard's level, but look at Jack. Oh my gosh. He has a higher bounty, and he can prove that he is $1 billion. And, geez, the way that they just took care of the minks, man, like back on Zhao, was just like, yo, I know we can handle them, but I want to get this war over with. So we're going to atomic bomb these guys by using Caesar's gas to neutralize these guys. We're going to exterminate them. And so they had to put on these suits while they released Caesar the Clown's gas. Almost said ass. They had to release Caesar the Clown's gas. They had to quickly put on the suits. They're like, oh shit, put this shit on. And then so, shit. Yeah, the minks were getting affected by it. And the dog and the cat were just like, I don't know, all the minks were just fucked up pretty much in this chapter. But the dog and the cat were most of the fucked up ones. Like, at the end of this chapter, they were like brutally murdered. Like, I don't know, one of them's missing an eye or something. Like, I know they're missing limbs, that's for sure. They're like cut up in 4s, like no arms and no legs. They are the Legion. They're like Caesar's Legion for Fallout New Vegas, guys. Oh my gosh. Like, you know, always true to Kaisar. They're pulling that bullshit up in this bitch. So, that's all I wanted to say to you guys. I hope we'll get to see some more of Sanji. Or at least, I think he's been reviewed. Not reviewed. He's been revealed in this chapter. Or, like, in the next chapter, he'll probably be, you know, he'll probably come out somewhere. But I bet you that Sanji was like, dude, I gotta get revenge. I'm gonna go up to Jack. I'm gonna go find Jack wherever he is and go kick his ass. Either that or he's probably like, oh shit, I might as well turn myself in. Cypher Pole Zero, I might join them. Because that's a theory I've always come up with. Like, what if Sanji is a member of Cypher Pole? Secretly, like, he's been a member of Cypher Pole Zero since, like, he was a little kid. Like, the whole organization to him was set up in that way. But this chapter was overall, maybe, I think it was a 10 out of 10, my opinion. Drop me a like if you haven't subscribed. This is JJB Uchiha, and have a great day.